HP EliteBook Folio G1, W8H05PA, Review. At first glance, the HP EliteBook Folio G1 appears to be gunning for the market that Apple created with its tiny 2015 MacBook. Both look to be around the same size, both are made of metal, and both have sky-high price tags. Even if Apple did it first, it should be no surprise that more than one company is headed down this path, as current-day hardware makes it possible notebooks to be smaller than ever before. However, while the MacBook is designed for anyone and everyone, the new EliteBook Folio G1 has corporate buyers in mind, specifically business travelers. This is an interesting segment for HP to target because if the product is good enough, its value will shine through no matter the price tag. If you really need a thin and light machine to work with on planes and in cars, and if you understand the hassles of trying to give presentations and stay on top of communications while constantly on the move, you might find there's a lot to like about the EliteBook Folio G1. The new EliteBook Folio G1 is an absolutely gorgeous product. It looks like a solid slab of metal, with a buffed matte finish all over except for the shiny silver hinge barrel and chamfered edges of the keyboard deck. It weighs just 1.09 kilograms but feels a lot more solid than most ultraportables. It isn't wedge-shaped like the MacBook, but the underside has slight curves, giving you the impression that does get narrower towards the front. In fact, it's actually thinner than the MacBook's thickest point, though it makes up for that by being very slightly wider and deeper as well. The weight is balanced perfectly, and you can raise the lid with a single finger without the base rising along with it or tipping over backwards. The hinge opens out to 180 degrees, which is good for comfort and helps prevent accidental damage in case your laptop is knocked backwards. The hinge is also strong enough that the lid can stay open at any angle without falling, but that doesn't prevent the entire lid from wobbling when you use the touch screen. With no need for a cooling fan, you won't find any vents or openings other than the speaker grills on the underside of the Folio G1. These are placed on the curved sides so they fire downwards and out. Sound will bounce off a flat table, but be muffled by any soft surface such as your lap. The bottom is removable if you have a Torx screwdriver, though according to HP's documentation, nothing is user replaceable other than the SSD. The laptop opens up to reveal a very glossy screen and a surprisingly capable keyboard and trackpad. The panel itself measures 12.5 inches diagonally, but there are very thick borders above and below it. The keyboard is mostly full-sized, but the arrow keys are horribly cramped. We do wish that HP had left out the two stickers on the lower deck, which greatly take away from the Folio G1's slick metal aesthetic. Ports are predictably scarce, but HP has done a lot better than Apple by not only outfitting the Folio G1 with two USB Type-C ports, but also supporting Intel's high-speed Thunderbolt 3 standard. This opens up a whole world of connectivity through docking stations and peripherals. It's essentially possible to plug in a single cable and not only charge your Folio G1 but also drive an external display and have all the ports you need with one single accessory. On the downside, the two ports are placed quite close to each other on the right, and the only other port is a 3.5mm audio socket. There isn't even an SD card reader. The Folio G1 also charges through either Type-C port. The bundled charger is a very Apple-esque rounded square with one corner scooped out for the mains cord. HP supplies a standard Indian plug, but it's on a very short lead which could make usage awkward. We were happy to see USB Type-A and Ethernet adapters in the box, though a video output option would have been very welcome.